Pond 5. 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 Pond 5.
Alright, that's enough royalty-free sound effects of funny horns. But, you know, sometimes you need funny horns because they're funny and also annoying. And they're great at getting people to leave your stream, which in retrospect means they're probably not so good because, you know, the idea of streaming is to have people not leave your stream, to have them stay, hopefully forever, like in Hotel California. And then you play the solo. That's kind of cool. And that's that. But this is my desktop. It's what it has been the past few months. Except now with even more icons. Except it doesn't look like it because they got put in here. I think I might have removed a few things. But hello everyone, welcome to this stream that is not any more structured than the last stream. Which is great because I said on the last stream I wanted the next one to be more structured, and this one's not going to be that. So, quality. Also, if you wanted to know where I was getting my horn sound effects from, it's from the site called pond5.com. I don't know if you noticed that, by the way, it said pond 5 every time.
Pond 5. 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 Pond 5.
Am I ill? It depends on your definition of ill. But yeah, those are horns. Lovely horns. So yeah. I guess the purpose of this stream really is so I can get videos captured of things that need to be captured, and that way I can actually upload these things to Memathon. Because one, videos are recommended in your submissions, and I feel like some of the things I'm submitting will require videos to be understood. And two, I need time estimates, and about half of these things I haven't actually done before. So I need to do them to get a time estimate. You streamed today, that's cool. Streaming is fun. Where did I put my phone? I need my phone. There it is. Because on my phone I have a list of Memathon ideas, and I want to go through them. And oops, that's not it. Let's see. I'm probably not going to submit all of these because I think I might end up doing 5 of these. The form only allows 4, but I think I can just submit again if I really wanted to do a 5th one if I can't get these down to 4. So I had 7 ideas that I put on my phone, and I will now read them to you in the order of how much I want to do them, I guess, starting from most to least. First is the Super Mario Brothers Corrupted Race. I've mentioned that before, and I was streaming that on Tuesday on Beam, so I doubt I'll need to get footage of that. I can just use what I already did on Tuesday, and I'll just probably take like a highlight of some of the corruptions and then just use a description to describe how the race works and the rules regarding that. Let's see. Next on the list is some repainted game. If you remember back many months ago, maybe even a year ago now, I did the repainted streams where the chat randomly suggests GIFs or images for clip art bot to generate, and then they go into a GameCube game. I want to do a speed run of a game where that's happening. I think that would be really cool and really funny and really memey. So I didn't know for sure what game I wanted to do. I had listed here either Crazy Taxi or Super Monkey Ball or WarioWare, and I'll probably do Crazy Taxi, but I want to look at those games. We'll do some experimentation. You will get to spam ClipArtBot during the stream, so that's great. Third suggestion is Roller Coaster Tycoon. Wanted to do a speedrun of that, except I didn't want to do it the way you normally do a speedrun of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Well, for most of the levels, you can't actually do a speedrun because they are timed. Like, you have exactly 3 hours to beat this scenario, and you cannot do it in less time. Except it's not true for all scenarios. Some of them are just do whenever. However, I don't even know for sure if I want to do one of those, because my idea was to play 3 versions of the game simultaneously. If I played the PC, the Xbox, and the mobile version all at the same time, and then tried to win the scenario in each of those versions. I thought that might be an interesting take. I don't know if that might be too much going on. There's probably enough you can do to entertain for an hour or so with just one version of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Maybe 3 would be too much, but again, we can experiment with that. We can, do a test stream with all 3 versions and see how cumbersome it is. Fourth is a Cheerwine Deluxe speedrun. I think that game is stupid, and I want to run it. Fifth is a Wild Animal Racing speedrun. I've speedrun that before. Sixth, and the last 2 are ones I'm probably not going to do. 6 is Hot Wheels Stunt Truck Driver 2. I feel like that's not quite as interesting as the first game. And 7th, Tetris Fill the Screen as Fast as Possible. Kind of like my Rocket League submission last year, it was just score a goal with no opponent. This is basically just like a 1-second thing where I just mash the space bar for 1 second and tap out, and that's kind of stupid, so I probably won't submit that. But yeah, I think, well, first of all, I want to see what the chat's opinions of those ideas are. Do you like those ideas? Do you think they're stupid? Do you have other ideas that you would like to suggest to me? Did nothing happen? Is ClipArtBot broken already? That might be a new record. It has. Wow. Good job, ClipArtBot. I don't know if I'll have time this weekend, but definitely next week, because the week after next week is spring break. So I'll have a lot of free time. And then I'll fix ClipArtBot and ButtSpot. Yeah, I think specifically when it can't find a GIF, it breaks. That seems like what the issue is. But yeah. Also, the next round of the blind speedrunning tournament is, I've figured out the time for that. That is Saturday at 1 p.m. I'll be racing against some guy named Haruka Kuma, who is not a popular streamer, or at least not as popular as the other guy was that I raced against. So probably won't have 300 viewers for that stream. Probably won't have any more than usual, but that's alright. So that is something to look forward to, I guess. So I guess we'll start off with the repainted idea. So, do you guys have any suggestions as to which game I should run? Should I do Crazy Taxi or Super Monkey Ball or WarioWare, or some game that's none of those? If you mind, I can do any GameCube or Wii game or N64 game if it's on the Wii Virtual Console. Crazy Taxi. I was thinking Crazy Taxi just because, I speedran that once. And I know the people who run Memathon like that game. So, I'll have to get better at it. That'll be an excuse for me to learn how to get good at Crazy Taxi. So, let me record footage. I actually already have footage of Crazy Taxi repainted from like a year ago. I did that once, but let me do it again, just so we get better footage with sound that actually works. You like Super Monkey Ball? I like Super Monkey Ball too. The issue is I don't think I'm good enough at that game to really speedrun it. Like, you need to be really, really good. What am I doing? You need to be really good at Super Monkey Ball to actually be good at it. Like, I'm competent at it, but I'm still terrible at it. Hold on. We gotta make sure Buttspot gets this right. No. There you go. Good job, Buttspot. Thank you. Thank you for being good. Alrighty. So let me load up Dolphin here. Hey, look at all these completely legitimate games I've required. Oh, that's right. I was going to do a real-time repaint of Trackmania on the Wii, and then I never did that. And we tried doing it on the Wii, or on Wii Sports, but it didn't work. I don't think. Or at least Wii Sports Resort did not work. Wii Sports worked. Wii Sports Resort did not. I also wasn't able to use a Wii remote, so I had to use a GameCube controller to play Wii Sports, which doesn't work very well, as you might imagine, considering, you know, it's a game designed explicitly not for the GameCube controller. But let me load up. I will load up Crazy Taxi in a minute, but I need to make sure the settings on ClipArtBot are accurate, and I don't know if they are. It has to be reconfigured. So is this going to show stream key? I don't remember. Hold on, let me check real quickly. No, it doesn't show anything. It's private. Unless you had no idea that the server for the chat is irc.chat.twitch.tv port 6667. Hopefully it's still that. Well, it would have to be, because it can read the GIFs and the, yeah. Let's see. We will want to enable Deviant Quick Mode. I want to do the same settings that I would for Memathon, and that would involve Quick Mode, because that's quick. Do not want the Boru enabled ever. That's broken. Well, it's not broken. It works, but it goes to the Vine Sauce Boru only, and that's probably not useful for Memathon or ever in any situation. I just made that for when GPM did a few streams with this. Shutterstock, no. Well, maybe. Let's leave that on. Let's turn that on. We have not turned that on in a long time. GIFs, I'm going to disable them because they don't work in this mode. They broke, unfortunately. Saved images are not enabled. I should probably enable that. I should also enable the bad word filter. Actually, no, I won't enable that. Let's enable that. Load textures from folder. Oh, that's the I don't think I ever made that work. This is the thing I need to finish working on, that I started like a year ago, where basically you have a folder full of images and it'll use those images specifically to repaint the textures. But that doesn't work, so ignore that. Are these chat settings? Yeah, these are the settings for ClipArtBot I'm fiddling around with right now. So I need to figure out where are the textures saved for Crazy Taxi? Do we even have them dumped? I think we do. Just kind of have to guess. That's Trackmania. This is Sonic Mega Collection. Eventually, you just look at enough of these. This one already has some repainted textures accidentally. Is this Crazy Taxi? Or maybe Super Monkey Ball. Yes, that is definitely Super Monkey Ball. This is F-Zero, I think, because this just has like 15,000 textures that are just this, and I have no idea why that is, but it means you can't really. Basically, it means that repainting this game requires a lot more effort than it should. What is this? Is this Crazy Taxi? It looks like it might be Crazy Taxi. What is this? I cannot. I have no idea what that is. It's a high quality texture. There is a non-Crazy Taxi. Can we do a round of Jackbox later? Yeah, sure. Yep, this is definitely Crazy Taxi. Alrighty, so this is the folder. So that is the texture dump file path, and then the texture load file path would be load, I think. Is that correct? Go to load textures. What was that? G, this one. And then yes, it has a bunch of. Oh, nice. We have pre-repainted textures here. That is useful, I suppose. Alrighty, so this should work. Let me actually make a new folder just so we know this works from scratch. G, and we haven't broken it over the years. So go ahead and save those settings. We will now close ClipArtBot and reopen it. Oops, that's chatty. We're going to open up a second chatty. I don't need to be in the chat twice. That is unnecessary. So, people in the chat, it is now your duty to spam ClipArtBot. And look, I even made this scene like a year ago and then never used it. But it tells you to spam ClipArtBot. Maybe I will use this for Memeathon to get people, you know, spamming, because they'll have to spam in the start. So do what this says and spam ClipArtBot. Also, this needs to find ClipArtBot. There we go. I kind of messed that up. My bad. There. It's like it's in the thing. Wow. Isn't that crazy? There should be a bar moving, I think, to show that it is doing the things. So you might have broken this. Hold on. Also, keep in mind that the GIF command will not work. So don't do that right now. Dolphin. Load. Okay, it's not doing anything. We broke it. Don't spam ClipArtBot because it's not working. Open file location. Settings. Oh, we saved it at the wrong. I see what we did. I have too many copies of the same file, which means that sometimes I pick the wrong one. Paste it. Replace. And alrighty. Spam it for real this time. We should see it do the bar thing. Yes, it is working. There's no cybercorn. Oh, it's already messed up. It's already... It shouldn't have the image and the sad face at the same time. It should only be one or the other, so that's not good. Wow. Okay, so it's whenever it doesn't find something, it just breaks. So, but it'll still work. It'll still load the textures, I think. Will it? It's nothing in this folder. Let me go back to here. Is it? Oh no! It's dumping them. Why is it doing that? Why is it not dumping them in this folder? What are you doing? Oh, it needs the slash. Hold on. Stop. You're ruining everything. That's my bad. This is the most finicky program ever made. So if you do a backslash there, that should fix it. Quality program. Alright, let me delete those. Skip. Okay, so now if we go in here, yes, it is. It's doing things. All right. So now that it's doing things, we can actually load the game. I don't know if my controller is set up properly for this. I like the random clip art images in the background. Move my mouse out of the way. It's by acclaimed Cheltenham. Cheltenham being my favorite city in the world. Yep. It's Crazy Taxi.
Hey, come on over. It's party time. Let's have some fun.
And we have... It's working. Clay made a lot of garbage games. They also made the port of this. For some reason, can't actually capture that. Oh wait, I think I remember. There's a way to fix this. You don't do exclusive window capture, right? There we go, and you don't show the mouse either. And now it works. All these years, I've been screwing it up. Also, this is the wrong scene for 4x3. Wait, does this work in 16:9? Hold on. It's set to 16:9. Is this 16:9? Well, what happens if I do full screen here? It won't let me do that. No, this is only 4x3. Alright. Broke clip art bot? Oh no. Already. It should still populate. The display feature and this feature shouldn't... they're separate. They won't matter. They won't affect each other. So just keep spamming and you'll still get the images in here. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm getting this in 4x3. Boop. Add screen capture this. No. Whoops. Refresh. There we go. And then close enough. That's almost 4x3. So I guess I would do a crazy box run, so I'm now going to do a crazy box run to demonstrate to you, the viewer of this stream and or video, if I end up uploading this to YouTube. Already have some saved data. Okay, well that's fine, because this is just a demonstration of how this thing works. Sure. It doesn't matter.
Do a crazy jump.
Also, I don't know if my controls are configured properly.
Ready?
These are probably not.
Go.
Oh, they're reversed. something. Let me... Nice. Let me reconfigure my controls because they are backwards for some reason. Or maybe the GameCube game is just backwards. Actually, that would probably make sense because the A and B buttons are kind of backwards on the GameCube controller. Controllers. Standard controller configure. A is A, B is B. Okay, I'm flipping them. Whoops. Hold on, I keep minimizing it. Is A on the right on the Dreamcast controller? I don't remember. Is that just a Nintendo thing? But then I can actually look at my Dreamcast controller and tell you that no, A is on the bottom. It's the same layout as the Xbox controller, but the colors are all different. Hey Vinny, how are you doing? So yeah, let me do this again. So this is a thing called the real-time repainter, and what it does is the chat, as you can maybe see on the left side of the screen if anyone decides to display anything, you can use the exclamation mark clip art, stock, or deviant commands to load an image from open clip art, Shutterstock, or DeviantArt. DeviantArt, of course, being the memeiest site ever made. So these pictures, when generated by the chat will say exclamation deviant Sonic, and then it'll generate a picture of Sonic, or it would if that feature was working. It's kind of broken. Up on the top left, that would display all the images. I can fix that. It's not affecting the actual repainting process here, but what it does is it generates the image, displays it on the top left normally, and then what it does is you can dump textures for GameCube and Wii games in Dolphin, and you can also load in HD textures, or at least that's what they designed it for. However, what we do is ClipArtBot will randomly take a subset of the textures and replace them with the image that was just generated. So you end up getting weird things like pictures of Sonic or Shrek or whatever the hot meme is inside your video game. So for this demonstration, I'll be doing Crazy Taxi, a Crazy Box speedrun. I'm not going to do the whole thing in this video because it's just beyond the repainting. It's just a normal speedrun. But the repainting is what makes it cool. So, whoops, apologies for being bad. I haven't speedrun this game much yet.
Go!
But I promise you, I'll get better at it. So already we see the texture has been replaced. The Thor is now a gamepad. Also, how did I do that? I'm too busy talking.
Let's give it another go, maybe next time.
I promise you, I'll be better at this
Do
game.
a crazy jump.
My goal is to not be last in the speedrun.com leaderboard by the time Dawn arrives. I think that's and then she will go. There we go. Getting the hang of this.
We've got a new record. Don't stop now.
So that was the first level. Now the second level. Oops. I have my A and B buttons reversed because that's the thing.
Go!
So the number 7 on the counter there, and also the number 3 have both been repainted.
New records here.
And as more people spam ClipArtBot,
Pop 'em all.
more textures will be repainted until all of them are. Every single texture in the game will be repainted. But not many have been yet. I need people to spam ClipArtBot a bit more. See, Fairynisms in the chat wishes that she could see this in some sort of me marathon, and you can't let her down. Let's see.
Knock 'em all down. Ready? Go.
Why is nothing getting repainted? I don't think I've actually loaded these textures before. That's the issue. You have to see the textures at least once,
Come on, get with it.
so that Dolphin can dump them.
It's not that hard.
And then after that,
Got 'em all.
you can load them.
Do it again. Hey,
Alrighty, we'll pretend I did that perfectly. Because I did, I won that.
let me see a spin. Ready?
Actually, no, let me get out of this, because we haven't seen much repainting yet, which is bad when I'm demonstrating how this works. Let's go
Crazy
into,
taxi.
this one. I
It's party time. Let's have some
really
fun.
need to readjust to these controls. Maybe unreverse them. So let's
You have
do a
three
quick
crazy
3-minute race. Hopefully some of these textures will be repainted, because I know I've jumped them before.
Go ahead and pick a car and driver.
So again, random parts of the car have been replaced with random images from DeviantArt and a couple from Shutterstock.
Joe. Yeah, we can
This
have
guy's
some
hat
fun.
is now cows.
Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you
Inside of his
ready?
car is
Here
Garfield,
we
maybe?
go.
I'm at your service.
Cable car stop is now a mountain.
Yeah, we'll be on our way.
Wow! Yes! Yeah!
I'm the best.
You're so fast!
That's the way to do it. Come on, get in.
No, thanks. Come on, let's go anyway!
We'll be on our way.
So actually, I probably won't do this in the actual run, but for the purposes of this, I can manually force it to redo the refresh textures, because it doesn't do it automatically. It replaces the textures whenever your level is loaded, and so it won't happen in the middle of a level. So there would be a period before the start of the run where the chat goes crazy with spamming it, and hopefully in between the levels of the crazy box, that it will reload the levels there, and then therefore the textures will be replaced then. It's just that I have been excellent at preparing for this demonstration video and haven't actually loaded those textures in yet, so I'll have to go in and do the whole run once and actually make sure that all of those textures are dumped, and then they can be repainted. But in the meantime, let me find the option in here that lets me reset that. I know it's here somewhere. It's been a long time since I found it. Yeah, load custom textures. Now I have a bunch of different textures loaded in. Whoops. Minimize the thing. That's not good. Yeah, so now we can see a few more textures. I think the numbers are completely gone at this point.
Come on now,
Shut
move
up,
it!
move your butt.
Watch it, honey.
Oh god, what happened there?
Careful.
I was not paying attention.
Dude, go that way.
I got you. I'm the best.
All right. Didn't expect to get here so fast.
So all the street lights are upside down roads or something.
Are we leaving today?
Fila is now
Okay, move.
an explosion.
Yeah, party time.
We are driving on corn.
Go that way. I got you. All right. Whoa. Go that way. All right. All right. Oh, people kill. All right. Go that way. Shut up. Move your butt.
And we are stopping. Is this on a tomato? What is
Tell
this?
us back.
No, it's popcorn. I like popcorn.
Yo, need a
I
ride?
don't know if I like driving on as well. But I can't say I actually ever have driven on popcorn before. That would be weird if I had. In retrospect.
All right. Yeah.
It's not a retrospect because I've never been before. Oh, that's not the destination. That's not the stop place, is it? It's been a while since I've screwed that game. That was so good, I got a piece of ham. That was my speed ham.
I'm at your service.
Oh, I remember when the church was a bunch of squares.
Yeah.
That's my favorite church.
Yeah.
I have no idea how much time I have left for this
I'm the best.
hero mode. But I got some onions by the look of it.
I'm
I
at
don't
your
know.
service. Good job.
Teleport some anime character.
Take me to the teleport. Yeah. We'll be on our way. Go straight. Yo, stay in your seat. Yo, what smooth drop.
The teleport texture did not get repainted. However, the helicopter did. Can't see what it is though.
Get some quick. Make it quick.
But look at all these lovely icons that the trees now are. Time is up. I'm this guy.
Check out how you did today. Now let's take
How did I do?
Class D license. I can't
I got-
believe it. Was that your best? I don't think
Whatever
so.
that was.
Game over.
Also, all the textures are upside down. I might fix that eventually for this game. I have no idea what any of these menu options are, so... Great. There's an upside down egg in the menu. My favorite. But yeah. That is how you repaint a game, and I think I'm going to estimate this will take 25 minutes for several reasons. One, I'm bad at the game. Two, I imagine that having all the textures be changed will make it somewhat more difficult in terms of visuals and knowing where you're going and all that stuff. So I expect it'll take a bit longer than that. If I do finish before time, I can go back and do like a 3-minute or 5-minute run just so you can see a bit more repainted textures or whatnot. But anyhow, that's how you repaint things. And please don't let fairyisms down. Accept this run into Meme-a-thon. Or don't, I can't control you. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to submit for my run for this. That's 2 things down. This works. Good job, everyone. You memed it up. But it's time to do some more meming it up. So next up is... I guess, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Let's give that a try. So here's the thing about this. I don't know if merely playing it once on like one system is sufficient enough. Like, I mean, it probably would be sufficient enough. You could, like, the thing would just be I make meme rides for an hour. That would be what it is. But say I want it, like, I want to do it the dumbest way possible. So do you guys think that it's actually worth playing it in 3 different versions at the same time? What I'm thinking of doing is, let me actually load up the PC version. Cleverbot died. It did. It died a long time ago. It died before the start of that video where I showed it off, which probably isn't good. I will definitely need to fix this before Meme-a-thon. But that is something for another day. Let me open up the PC version of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Where is it? Here it is. I have it on GOG. Let's raise it in full screen. I did not ask for this. Oh, let me actually get into the game and configure it. Options.